What's going on, everyone? This is City Wrestling Radio, and we just watched SummerSlam 2020. It just happened. This is our post-show review, and oh my God, I'm being thrown off by things getting sent to me. There's news coming at me left and right. People just tweeting at us, telling me what they thought of SummerSlam. But nonetheless, we just watched it. I'm Corey Smith. You are Jose Oseguera.
Yes, I am.
How are you, sir?
Very good. How's everybody out there, and how are you doing, my friend?
Doing good. Like I said, SummerSlam, it happened. What did you think? I'm not going to waste any time today. Before we get into all that, though, real quick, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please, if you like the show, if you do, just click the little something down there.
Chingadero.
Wherever it is, the little bell, the subscribe. Because, hey, 100 subscribers, we're doing a three-way tornado live show. And we will review something that's really bad or really good. And, we'll leave it up to you guys. We'll put something out there once we hit 100 subscribers, though. Hit subscribe at CW415 and also follow us on everything else. Anyways, SummerSlam. What did you think of the show, Jose?
Solid C show for the most part, but what put it into the B territory was your ending, surprise ending. Get ready, everybody. Spoiler alert. And the emotion involved in the Mysterio match.
The crazy family drama.
The telenovela that is the Mysterios.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought it was a good show overall. I would say it might have been a solid B show. Saying it's a C show, I thought was a little.
Well, I'm saying it's a C show up until the finish.
Okay.
And the Mysterio drama that pushed it into B territory for sure.
A lot of good stuff happened. Let's not waste any time. Let's talk about the show. We kicked it off with Apollo Crews versus MVP. It's actually in the pre-show.
Damn it, I missed it.
I'm a little bummed about that. Apollo Crews comes out. MVP has, I don't know how long he's had this, but a new theme song.
Really?
Is he had? I mean, it's the same begins, but it begins just the same, but it ends up a little different towards the end. So he has a new theme song, which is cool. There was a scary looking moment, though, when Apollo Crews was tossed out of the ring by MVP, landing straight on his face. And I know he covered it pretty well with his hands. But at the same time, it was like, I was like, you are literally jumping 20 feet in the air and landing an extra 5 or 6 feet down below, on your face, onto the middle. So anything could have happened. Like, there could have been a legit Rey Mysterio moment right there.
Yeah.
Crews hits a tossing power bomb to MVP, gets the pin and the win. 5 out of 10 in my book. It was a nothing match. What did you think of this match? Did you see it?
I did not see it. I didn't realize that they were going to play this match at the pre-show, which is kind of disappointing. As much hype as it gets on Monday nights, you would think that this would be a little bit more, highlighted during the show, but I guess they don't have enough time.
Oh,
well, what are you going to put in as a replacement for them?
Well, what I heard.
Go ahead.
What I heard is that, they wanted it to be, was it 3.5 hour show? And it was about a 3.5 hour show, correct? Started at 4, it ended about 7:30, 7 o'clock.
It's close to 7. Yeah, 7:15 at the latest.
They wanted to take that off and put it on the pre-show just to make more time. So, my suspicion is that anything they had planned for this match, they just completely axed and said, you know what, Apollo, go out there, retain your title, and that's it.
Yeah.
So. Then we kicked it off with the main card. And you know what this actually is say? What's up?
No, I think we're both on the same wavelength. We actually got to say goodbye to Renee. Is that what you were about to say?
Yes. Yeah. Renee Young. We're saying our goodbyes to you, Renee. It's if you want to be the fourth person, to join City Wrestling Radio, you're more than welcome, Renee.
We'll make room.
We'll make room. We'll create a new show just for you, Talking City, or I don't know, something like that, right?
Yeah.
We'll do it just for you, Renee. But no, Renee Young leaving WWE, and she was a breath of fresh air on WWE TV, and it's going to be sad to see her go from WWE. But it'll also be great to see her on other things. A lot of people really are speculating AEW now. A lot of people are saying ESPN, which I think would be a great call for her because
she already has a foot in the door at Fox Sports.
She's a sports fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
She loves the hockey and the I don't know what else she likes, but I know she likes hockey because she has a hockey stick, and there was that thing she did with toilet paper.
Oh, that was
And it
funny.
sounds weird, but but no, it was the thing where it's like whenever toilet paper was, it was sold out everywhere. Like she was just like she was like balancing the toilet paper on the hockey stick, and John Moxley came and like knocked her out into the pool, grabbed the toilet paper and left.
She was going.
Yeah, Renee Young. It'll be sad to see you go, and whoever they get to take her place, which seems to be like Kayla Braxton. So we'll see. Let's see. First match of the night: Asuka versus Bayley.
Early, okay.
SmackDown Women's Championship. This match got about 11 minutes and 35 seconds. The two
felt longer.
Now, you know what? I felt like that was a story the entire night. A lot of these matches, I was looking at the times and I was just like, wow, 7 minutes, 4. This match felt a lot longer. The two go back and forth. Asuka has control early on in the match. We have a leaping DDT to Bayley on the outside.
Oh, that was amazing.
Bayley holding her left shoulder, but it doesn't really ever come into play, in my opinion. And I felt like that happened a few times in this match with other, just like holding the leg or holding the shoulder. We have a leaping cutter to Asuka. Bayley slows down the match and tries to start working the crowd. And I mean, we didn't even bring that up. Thunderdome.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of the Thunderdome?
It's better than the NBA Thunderdome.
Is it?
Have you seen any NBA games lately?
Don't they have it's like the people shaped ones?
No. It's just like this. People watching on webcam, but there's just one flat screen, not flat screen, but it's just one-sided.
Okay.
This one, it actually curves around the arena until hard cam side.
Yeah, into like a half dome.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. I mean, me and Mike were talking about yesterday a little bit on the special Saturday edition of the B Show. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Our NXT Takeover and Saturday Night Dynamite review. Go check it out on youtube.com/whatever the hell the link is. I will try to remember to put the little pop-up thing right here so you can click on it.
Okay.
Try. No promises. Let's see. Let's move on though with the match. The two battle on the apron. We have a knee breaker to Asuka on the edge of the ring to the outside.
Very cool.
Asuka working the leg injury though. She does hit a code breaker to Bayley, and that was another. Like I said, it was an injury that she worked, but then she hit a code breaker. So or a back. Oh no, it was a code breaker. I'm sorry. Sunset flip power bomb to Asuka. Bayley goes for the elbow drop, but lands into an armbar.
Dude, that was nasty. That power bomb.
Which one?
The power bomb.
Well, which one are you remembering right now?
Oh, you're right, because the Sasha one was worse. You're right.
Both matches were very similar. Let's see. Asuka and Bayley trade their maneuvers. Asuka then goes for I think it's called the rear view, right? When she like the booty bump move. I mean, I know it's called the rear view when Naomi does. I don't know if they call it that for Asuka.
I don't think so.
But it's the rear view nonetheless. So she hits the rear view on she goes for it on Bayley, but Sasha pushes Bayley out of the way, kind of as a sacrificial move to help Bayley retain her title. Bayley does get the cradle pin and the win on Asuka to retain her title. I give this match a 6 out of 10. I felt like it was fun. It was a good match to start the show. I think it was weird though to not have the possibility of Asuka being a double champion at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? But I get what they're doing. The storyline they're following is more following Bayley.
Sasha Bayley. Yeah,
exactly.
No, but they could have done definitely it in reverse. They could have led with, no, I guess you couldn't, but you could just change the finish. If you led with Sasha and she took the strap there.
They probably had the same conversation. They're like, fuck it.
Yeah. But job well done. We kind of knew what was going to happen. We felt it.
Yeah. It just Asuka goes into her next match as not a champion.
Yeah, and then wouldn't you rather have heel Bayley running things from here on in?
Yeah, but then what, is Sasha going to be a face though eventually?
Again? No, well,
I mean, I don't know.
There's been so many Bayley improvements though that I'm super down with whatever she does, except go face again.
Let's see. I mean, that could be a conversation for another time. But a face Bayley, she really took this heel character and ran with it. So I don't see why she wouldn't be able to create a new, more evolved version of Bayley as a face. She seems to be one of the hardest working people in the WWE roster. even with Triple H saying, and I was telling Michael this last night, even with Triple H stating that Bayley and Sasha will call them pretty much every day that they're filming NXT to try to see how they can help out in any way possible. Be on the show, be in the crowd, be backstage, defend can we have a match? What can we do?
Yeah.
So good on them. Then we cut to my match of the night. This is by far my match of the night. The tag team title match, Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Andrade. Actually only got about 8 minutes, though, 7 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yeah.
One thing that it's not going to last for a while, but I thought was ridiculous and I loved it, was the Street Profits had this new pyro. I don't know if you can call it pyro.
Yeah, the cups coming down.
Yeah, so instead of it shooting like confetti or fireworks, it was shooting like red solo cups, mini solo cups, big
of
solo
all sizes,
cups,
yeah,
of all sizes, and all you hear them just like landing everywhere. It's like,
yeah,
yeah. And I was they were like, okay. I thought it was great. It was ridiculous, but it fit the Street Profits,
totally, 100%.
So I love the Street Profits. I think they're great. Montez and Andrade start the match. They run wild on the heels. Eventually, though, the heels do get the heat on Montez. We get a hot tag to Dawkins, elbow drop to Dawkins, followed by Dawkins. He does get the elbow drop, but he comes back and hits a spear on Andrade. Super kick to Montez, falling into Zelina Vega. That's when Andrade goes out of the ring to check on Zelina. The Street Profits hit the cash out to Garza.
Nobody left their tag. Yeah.
And so Montez gets the pin and the win on Garza. This was a really good match. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. One of my
the bad thing for me was that it just reminded me too much of another episode of Raw. Really? But I can't wait till they break these two up. I can't wait for the epic battles that Montez and Hawkins are going to go through. It's going to be
and Dawkins.
Oh, it's going to be an amazing.
I don't want to see them break up.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, okay. I say that.
You know they are going to break up.
Oh, absolutely. I say that though. I don't want them to break up. But at the end of the day, I was saying this a couple years ago. I think Montez Ford can be a main event superstar and have the athletic, and he has the athletic ability. I don't know. What I said in the past, I said he can be the next AJ Styles, and that's what I said before. I don't know if I completely
is he that much of a technician though?
But what I'm saying is that he can be that level of a superstar.
Yeah, for sure. 100. Yeah.
AJ Styles, he's small. But he's a good wrestler, and he hits, his high flying maneuvers. He hits, he has the Styles Clash. You know what I mean? So
very, very adaptable. Yeah. And what's one thing about Montez that he's not going to lose a lot is those ups, the leaping ability that he has off the top rope. Some skills diminish over time. This is something that's like last to go is your jumping ability. So this guy's going to leap off the ropes like a champ for many years to come. That frog splash is amazing.
He's great. Probably one of the best looking frog splashes in a long time, in a very long time. I can't say in forever, but in a very long time.
Mm-hmm. That 180 splash that he does.
Yeah, that's really good. Kayla, though, she's backstage somewhere. I don't know where the heck she is because she's in a wrestling ring, but she's not in the ring because Montez and Dawkins are leaving the ring and everyone's still in the ring from the last tag team match.
Yeah, this is pre-recorded from the Performance Center.
I believe so. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kayla, she's, just like asking them, she literally goes, do you think Bayley is going to do the same for you, Sasha? And, she's like, yeah, I think, Bayley's going to help me. She goes, if Bayley can beat Asuka, I can definitely beat Asuka.
And Bayley looks at her like,
Bayley then says tonight is going to be a clean sweep. And suddenly Bayley is the cleaner, and because she has a broom, and she's just sweeping away. And, okay, I don't know where she got that broom from, but
do their laughs bother you? Those fake evil laughs?
No, because I think they're the best heels in WWE.
But they both have the same laugh.
I know it's cheesy. I think it's over exaggerated, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see why people don't like it because it's not realistic. It's not like a
Well,
real.
I don't like that they both do it. If only just one did and the other did like a legit laugh, then okay, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can see that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, let's move on then, since we don't agree. No,
F you too.
Sonya Deville versus Mandy Rose and a loser leaves town match. What the fuck just happened?
Wasn't it a hair versus hair match?
It was a hair versus hair match. I don't know what happened. But all I know is that during something happened today on social media.
Was it? I thought maybe I missed the last SmackDown. I thought maybe it happened there.
No, it wasn't on SmackDown. They had a chance to, yeah, come on, man. They had a chance to announce something on national TV. They're not going to do that. They're going to announce it on social media because that's where all the kids are. An 18 to 34 crowd,
Yeah, you know what? You know what I think happened? I think Mandy was supposed to lose that. And she was supposed to lose her hair, but they thought, wow, she actually looks really good in this haircut. Let's not get rid of it.
You know what? Oh, yeah. Mandy's new look is very reminiscent of, it reminds me of Glow.
Mm-hmm.
A very like strong woman from like an old school 80s wrestling organization. She kind of, what I think I wrote down is she reminded me of Alundra Blaze for a minute.
I can see what you mean by
that. So what I personally think happened, I think Sonya's taking some time off. I think Sonya's been going through a lot lately. And, I'm not going to sit here and be like, best of luck to her, anything she does.
Mm-hmm.
If she does show up on NXT this Wednesday or next Wednesday, cool, right on. That'll be fun. But if she just needs some time off to deal with everything happening, in her life with the recent breaking in her house, then you know what? She needs some time off. And
if the original story of her moving to that house, according to Divas, was to move closer to her girlfriend or her fiance. I don't know what the situation is with them right now. I don't know if they're still together or not. I don't know the deal. Yeah. But that was the storyline in the show last season.
We should have a Divas post show where it's just like us in pajamas, like drinking,
sipping rosé. Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. They go back and forth, exchanging strikes. They fight on the outside. They fight on the inside. Mandy is throwing Sonya into ring post. She's throwing her into barricades, into the announcer's table.
Their timing is off, right?
You mean their match, you mean?
Yeah. The timing is a little bit off. But, I mean, that's what happens when you stay out of the ring for months on end. And you don't have house shows to rely on to, sharpen your skills.
Mandy gets out a table. Deville strikes Rose with a chair. We have a dragon sleeper to Mandy Rose. Mandy fell. Whatever. God, I hate when I do this. So, okay. Was it me or was there production issues all night with the show?
Yeah, I was getting black screens here and there.
All through the show.
I know the moment that you're referring to. It looked like a cameraman had his thumb to the screen. No, I don't know. They cut and it was like.
There was an exact moment where it seemed like the guy covered it up with his hand. So I don't know if they were trying to do the retaliation angle, but they never came out.
Yeah. No, I think it was just bad directing. It was bad directing because how sometimes you have delays because of the internet, what have you.
And even at the beginning of the show, I know there's going to be a few people that understand this. But when something barely fits the screen and then you see just the slight little corners around something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that doesn't really fit the screen. It's just slightly off. I got that. There were some moments where I'm like, I can see through. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Rose sets Deville on the table. Deville rolls off the table. Mandy begins to just start chucking chairs and sliding them on the table towards Sonya. I'm like, whoa, Mandy, calm down. They battle in the ring with Mandy looking strong. Hold on. Oh,
okay. Thanks, Corey.
No, sorry. I just got something from Zoom. Sorry.
Yeah, it said that we upgraded the minutes by the host. Aren't you the host?
Yeah. Anyways, let's move on. I don't know what's happening. I hate live production stuff. Sorry, Michael. Sorry, producer Michael. Let's see. Mandy starts chucking chairs in the ring. Mandy hits a running knee to a double underhook suplex to another running knee. Fourth of the match, actually. The pin and the win. And Sonya Deville is now gone from WWE. I didn't like this match though that much. I mean, It's not like I hated it. It just really didn't do much for me.
It's because they don't get ring time. When's the last time you saw them in the ring together as a tag team or doing solo matches? For the most part, they've just been doing angles for the past 2-3 months. You need that in-ring practice. And like I mentioned earlier, there's no house shows. So there's no practice time. There's no in-ring time. I know they're at the Performance Center. They could probably get some ring time there, but it's not like the live in front of thousands of video screens.
Yeah. After the match, Otis comes out to teach Mandy how to do the worm, and
he still has that briefcase. What the hell?
Hey, you know what? He's waiting until Roman Reigns has the belt to cash it in. I don't know, man. He had his moment with, I don't know. He could have taken out Braun. Then we have Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins in a match that got about 22 minutes and 35 seconds.
You have to tell a story.
Of what? Of Dominic backstage?
Dominic backstage. Mom shows up. First time in 20 years that we've seen her.
Mom? Was it his mom?
Yeah, that was his mom.
Because they kept referring to her as Rey Mysterio's wife, Angie, not Dominic's mother.
That's true.
So that's the only reason I, for a moment, was like, okay, is that his mother or is that okay? Whatever. Seth Rollins comes out in gear reminiscent of Halloween Havoc 1997, Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero.
The Phantom.
So that was pretty cool. And throughout the entire match, I thought they were going to do something with the whole, Eddie Guerrero was the father of Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, I think they're trying to stray away from that as far as possible.
But they kept, like, they mentioned something. Oh, this is Dominic's first time near the ring since 10 years ago when Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio had a match. We're not going to say why, but
notice they excluded everything because now Eddie Guerrero is he's a face in heaven. He's no longer the heel.
But even what do you call it? Seth is yelling at Dominic in the match. He goes, "How about Uncle Eddie? What about Uncle Eddie?"
Yeah, well, that's the uncle.
I don't know. I for a moment I thought that we were gonna. And then the mom, and I thought she was going to come out and have a microphone in her hand. Anyways, let's see. But nonetheless, Dominic looked pretty good. He has his own theme music. He has his own gear.
He took off that hood way too soon, right?
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't even see what it was until he was in the ring.
Stereo, little
the flare, and then the crown in the head, yeah.
Apparently, though, he's going to get a gimmick change, and he's going to be known as Prince Mysterio.
Really?
That's what I've heard. That's just what I've heard. It's not confirmed.
Well, I say slap a mask on that mug ASAP. Do something where it's like a Dr. Doom type of gimmick.
Looks like a baby.
He does. But that's what you want in a baby face. Get it? But yeah, do an angle where he catches a hot cup of coffee to the face and he's burned beyond recognition and he has to rock the mask. That'd be cool.
Dominic chases Seth though with the kendo stick. Seth though takes over, taunting Rey Mysterio to get involved, kind of like holding Dominic in different holds. Dominic tries to come back with Seth, but he hits Seth hits a slingshot. Dominic reverses the buckle bomb into a Hurricane Rana tornado DDT to Seth Rollins.
Very cool tornado DDT.
Looked pretty good. Multiple kendo shots to Seth. Seth comes back hitting a superplex Falcon Arrow. Kendo shots to Dominic. Seth tells Murphy to grab a table. That's when Seth Rollins and Dominic are on the turnbuckle. We have a Russian leg sweep to Seth Rollins from Dominic through a table while using the kendo stick to hold him in place. We have a frog splash to Seth Rollins, to honor his other father.
That looked good too, but there's too many frog splashes, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think Dominic, they should tell him, hey,
get something new.
That's Montez can do it and jump 20 feet higher than you, dude.
Yeah.
And 360 degrees more.
Yeah, and let's not forget, Sasha has 5 variations of that same fucking frog splash too.
Let's see. A super kick to a powerbomb to Dominic. Seth pulls the top of Dominic off because, he wants to just lay into him with those kendo shots.
I want to see the welts.
You know what's funny? His back was completely fine, Dominic. I'm surprised how you didn't see anything from a couple weeks ago.
It's because they sell this Mexican tiger bomb that just gets rid of all. I don't know.
Out comes Ray's wife, Angie, and then you could hear Ray pleading with her to stand on the ramp and not to come down.
Angie, please.
she's just like standing there, and he's like, "Please don't stay back," and she's just like, "Okay,
You let me down, right?
cool."
You let me down.
Murphy and Seth, they beat up on Dominic. Ray gets involved. Seth begins to walk towards Angie. That's when Dominic stops Seth.
Oh no, you don't mess with Mama. See, that's what I attribute that to.
You know what's funny?
He hulked out.
I was like, you leave it to a Latina mother to be there for her son's first match.
Yeah,
yeah. She's like, I don't care if there's coronavirus. That's my son. That's my male. I'm gonna be there for him, no matter what.
Yeah, and you see Ray's fear in his eyes, like, no, Angie, please, I know what you're gonna do. Go back to the back. I got it. Let me handle it. No, it's my mijo in the ring. You're not gonna let me do this.
We have the 619 to Seth, followed by the frog splash, and Seth gets his knees up for the frog splash. Seth is taunting Ray by holding I don't know where I said Dominic in a sleeper. We have the stomp to Dominic, the pin and the win by Seth Rollins. I give this match a 6 out of 10. It was good. It wasn't Pat McAfee good, but it was good nonetheless.
I thought the emotion of the matches what carried it.
You did. Absolutely.
Being the telenovela fan that I am, I don't watch them. But, the history, Rey Mysterio being there made it more special. If he was in the back, believe me, this would not have been in the McAfee realm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It added the drama by Ray being in the ring.
I just don't get why Dominic couldn't have a win before this going into it. Cool, it's his first match, and that's what you want. That's what everyone's paying to see. At the same time, I felt like he could have used, not his first match be a complete loss. I don't know. They could have had one match with him versus, I don't know, somebody from a tag team or something. I don't know.
Well, like they say, you go in on your back, you go out on your back. So,
yeah. Then we go to, let's see, Sasha Banks versus Asuka for the second women's title match of the night for Asuka.
Yeah, here's where I have the notes of a massive powerbomb on the outside.
11 minutes and 25 seconds. Asuka, she goes
11 minutes only.
Yeah, she has a wardrobe change coming out in completely different gear. They go right at it, brawling to the ground. Slow sliding forearm to Sasha. Eventually a knee bar to Sasha on the outside. Asuka going for the submissions left and right. Sasha hits a scary looking, very, very scary looking. Oh my God, I covered my mouth when I saw it because I was
she's dead.
Yeah, she's dead. Sunset flip powerbomb to Asuka, where she slammed her head into the ground on the outside. And
it wasn't a slap. When they land on the outside, you hear it smack.
No,
this was a thud.
And even you can tell Bayley and Sasha were checking on Asuka. I don't know if you noticed, but with spots like that, what they do to check is they squeeze, the arm, or they squeeze a part of your body. Yeah. So I don't know if they showed it with Mae Young and Bubba Ray Dudley years ago. She squeezed his arm after he hit the powerbomb to let him know that she was okay. So that happened, and I was just like, damn, that sucks. For Asuka. Running kick to Asuka's head after that. Then she's just focusing on the head after that.
Right.
Front face buster transitioned into a knee bar, transitioned into an ankle lock for Sasha. A front falling DDT to Sasha off the turnbuckle.
Very cool.
Drop kick to Sasha. The two battle, tried to lock in their own submission maneuvers, but eventually Asuka tries to lock in the Asuka lock, doesn't quite get it. They battle back and forth. And then we get a repeat from the first match where Asuka goes for the rear view onto Sasha, but now instead of Bayley taking the brunt of the maneuver like Sasha did in the match prior,
she heads for the hills.
She jumps off the rope and gets out of the way. Asuka eventually locks in the Asuka lock, and she wins by submission. This is a 6 out of 10 in my opinion. It's a really good match. I did enjoy it a little bit more than the Bayley and Asuka match. That being said, I think Asuka did look a little tired because I think that when you rest for a while after doing something so physically active, that your body is just naturally going to get more sore over time. Your adrenaline's going to wear off. And I think that might have been happening here. I think she might have, and I'm not going to say she was gassed and she was out of breath. I just think that, maybe the match earlier in the night, she was still just working off the pains from that. And legit.
No, you're totally right.
She had a match earlier tonight. Can she beat? No, I think she was just like, fuck, man, my body hurts.
Right. No, you're totally right. About a year ago, I was playing softball in a legit league, and we had a doubleheader for playoffs.
Yeah.
First game, I was feeling nice and, energetic and into it. We sat out a game, waited. Then the second game that we played, like I was kind of, lethargic and not really. I needed an energy drink, and
Yeah.
we were drinking beers instead. But the beers had nothing to do with it, I promise.
Oh yeah.
It was the fact that we went out there a second time, and I was just, not swinging as fast as I could. That it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey man, it happens to the best of us. You, Oscar, you guys got something in common.
We're in the same league.
You and Oscar are in the same league when it comes to that. Next up, Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre in a match that lasted way too fucking long. I did not like
this match. This should have been on Raw.
I did not like this match at all. 20 minutes, 35 seconds. Shawn Michaels, I love how they interview him before the match. I didn't even listen to him because like all I could think about was like, he was like on some weird, like it looked like he was in some old Victorian house.
Yeah. Like sitting on his bed, edge of the bed. Yeah.
There was an old typewriter behind him with like an old Victorian chair. I'm like, is he on the set of Unsolved Mysteries? Because that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, his wife was holding a big bulky VHS recorder.
Yeah, maybe he's going to tell a story about how or maybe he's trying out for the show host. HBK hosting Unsolved Mysteries would be pretty cool. Let's see. Drew McIntyre, he has a weird sound effect though to begin his song now, his theme song. It's a sword because you got to have sound effects. According to Vince, you got to have sound effects.
You know what a claymore is?
I know what a claymore is.
That's the effect.
I know what a claymore is. To me, I don't like the sound effect. I just like.
Well, it's the same as a ricocheting bullet.
I know a ricocheting bullet or a creaking casket coming up for Aleister Black. It's the same thing, and I hate it every single time.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you.
Randy is playing the cowardly heel in this match to begin, trying to get out of the ring every time Drew comes after him. They go back and forth with Randy almost getting RKO off early. They run in the ring, which led to Drew on the ground, spinebuster to Randy. And this entire match, I felt like they would just like every time Drew would just get beaten down. Like it was just Drew would get a move, and then Randy would just start beating up on him over and over and over, knocking him down. And then Drew would get a move, and then Randy would be beating up on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But who's the ring general here? It's Randy Orton. He's calling the shots.
I mean,
so
he's calling the shots.
If he's not going to win, he's going to get the most offense in possible.
Yeah. Figure 4 to Randy Orton. Randy, though, gets out by grabbing the ref and then poking the eye of Drew, that dastardly heel.
Is this a new thing where we bloody eyeballs now everywhere? Every week?
Eyeball.
To everyone?
Hey, you know what? Was there a little bit of like fake blood? And he was just like, here you go. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm going to save a little bit later for when you give me a headbutt.
No, you give me one. Thanks, dude. Carried it. Drew begins to pick up the speed, hitting a couple of fast belly-to-bellies. Flying lariat to Randy Orton. Drew pulls Randy off the top of the turnbuckle, and at one point I noticed Randy was bleeding from his head at that point. I don't know.
Yeah, supposedly it was from the what do they call it? The Glasgow kiss?
Glasgow kiss, yes.
Yeah, it was from that. Somebody said something. One of the announcers mentioned.
Glasgow kiss was after this, though.
No,
that's what I have in my notes. But nonetheless,
yeah, that's what the announcer said. He has the blood from Drew McIntyre on his forehead.
Okay. Future shock DDT to Randy Orton, back and forth, Glasgow kiss. Randy sets up for the RKO, but Drew doesn't want to. He doesn't want to get up. He's waiting for him to get up for the RKO, but he's still on the ground. That's when Randy sets up for the punt. Drew catches Randy, pops him up for a power bomb. Drew goes for the Claymore. Randy ducks. Randy goes for the RKO, but reverses into a backslide, the pin and the win. And I thought that was a stupid finish. I do. I thought it was a stupid finish.
Yeah, this harkens back to the days where what was his name? Honky Tonk Man did like a small package on Ultimate Warrior to win the title. Something like that. It's very old school. Whoever wrote the ending to this match, the finish, has to be like just some old school guy.
No, it was probably like Pritchard or something. I don't know, man.
Pritchard's pretty old school.
I give this match a 5 out of 10. The beginning wasn't great. The ending sucked. But I will say everything in between was pretty good. Everything in between the beginning and the end was good. So the middle, it's a nice, you get a delicious ice cream sandwich with bricks as the cookies,
Okay, so Macho Man and Becky Lynch as your bookends.
There you go. you're referring to the ice cream bars.
The ice cream bars.
I had one tonight. So I bought the pack of ice cream bars. You know what those things were? $7 for a pack.
What?
$7, and they don't even have them at Safeway or maybe at Walmart or Target. But
what are they? 4x4, 4 inches by 4 inches.
Small. They're like. Yeah.
Oh no, thank you.
Good. They're way too plain, dude. They're gonna dip it in chocolate. Anyways, we get an announcement that tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, Keith Lee, the limitless one, who was a little limited the other night, is going to make his Monday Night Raw debut. So
yeah, let's siphon all the talent from NXT, get everybody good and decent, and then we'll have NXT dropping ratings a little bit more. Who cares?
I think they're building up a new class of NXT superstars.
But then now that they have the Thunderdome, so you don't have to rely on the audience.
Exactly. No, so NXT is still they're not doing Thunderdome.
But you noticed that Retaliation, it was really, really big this last week when they brought the Thunderdome. It wasn't like a band of 5 or 6. It was like 20 of those guys.
Well, you notice how since they've been in the Amway Center, their roster has gone way up. So I wonder if it's because it's a bigger arena.
Yeah.
Allowed to have more people in the building at any given time.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to naturally see stuff like this. Then we have our main event of the evening, The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus the Monster Among Men, or a Giant Train, or whatever his gimmick is nowadays. Army, Forgotten Sons, newest Forgotten Sons member.
Oh my God.
Braun Strowman. He did. I mean, he did look like a member of the Forgotten Sons. With his gear tonight. So this match got exactly 12 minutes. The Fiend, I said it before and I'll say it again. He would have been my favorite wrestler if I was 13. My 13-year-old self would have loved The Fiend. I'm like, oh my God, he's so cool. Like he just doesn't care, man.
No one can beat The Fiend.
Yeah, man, he's so cool. He's devil. Braun comes out with, like I said, a fancy new army jacket. Braun goes right after Bray. Bray takes over, and I believe it was he slammed him down, I think, with a choke slam. I didn't see that spot real quick, but I believe he slammed.
I didn't take notes on that, so I'm not too sure.
Bray gets a toolbox out from under the ring.
Oh God.
And then toolbox shots to Braun. Braun tackles Bray into the barricade. At one point, there was a position on Braun in the ring, and he clearly says with his lips, "What the fuck?" Because he can't put Bray down. And I love Michael Cole. He's trying to cover him. He goes, "Oh, Braun just says, what do I have to do?" That's not what he said at all, dude.
Yeah.
We all see that Braun just said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
They battle into gorilla position. Sister Abigail to Braun, followed by a kick out, because this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. They battle back into the ring area. Braun is just trying to take the Fiend out, but can't get him pinned. So he goes to the toolbox, grabs a box cutter.
I was like, oh my God, he's going to take his eye out.
I thought he was going to cut off his mask. That's what
I thought that too. Yeah. He's going to cut off his mask. Then he's going to get in his eye and pull his eye out. Oh my God. No.
So he gets the box cutter and begins to start cutting the ring up.
Boo.
So that was weird. And I thought maybe he's like, oh, that's where the Fiend lives. He lives under the ring. I don't know.
No, they were like, here, the protective surface is 1 inch of foam.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's a wrestling ring, man. That's a wrestling ring right there. Braun, he starts cutting it up. Uranagi to the exposed wood by Bray to Braun. 2 Sister Abigails to Braun on the wood. And Bray gets the pin and the win. Your new 2-time Universal Champion, Senor Bray Wyatt.
At this point, I'm like, what the hell? What a waste.
Yeah, it was dumb. It was a waste.
This main event's stupid.
I give it a 5 out of 10. This match wasn't very good. But
the match,
they tried as much as they could have, I guess. After the match, we get a surprise return.
I almost changed the channel.
Something that we never would have saw coming. Because I kept saying it all night. The return of Roman Reigns.
You know what's the trip is during one of their commercials when they're announcing their 24/7.
Yeah.
So my wife was like, "Oh, I haven't seen Roman Reigns in a while." I had to break down the whole, COVID leukemia thing that he was doing.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, he shows up at night. And my wife's like, "Wait, what? I thought you said he was gone indefinitely."
Well, he was. Like and indefinitely was until tonight.
Yeah, but I got egg on my face now. Thanks.
Reigns, sorry, I haven't said Reigns in a long time. Reigns takes out Bray. He goes outside, goes after Braun, hits him with a spear and followed by some chair shots. Reigns gets in the ring, hits a spear on the Fiend, holds the universal title high, and yeah.
I think he has a T-shirt press at home.
Which one?
Roman Reigns, because his T-shirt looked very generic.
Okay.
What did he say? Show up, kick ass, leave, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. No, a lot of people, you were saying earlier, that's not Roman Reigns. I know.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns did look a little different.
Yeah, there's something mysterious.
Thinner. He looked thinner, a lot thinner.
Sure. Okay.
I am on the assumption that he got his teeth capped.
He got some veneers, baby.
Because his teeth are way too white.
And straight, way too straight.
Way too straight. Like, he looks like he's a British TV show actor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he got himself some new chompers.
Exactly. And I was just like, okay. So his beard's thicker too.
Yeah, but they did make his jaw look different though, right?
I think it's the veneers, man.
Totally.
The bigger teeth means you're going to have a different pronounced jawline. That'll be a discussion we have for another day, is dental issues. So that was SummerSlam 2020. Fun.
Yeah, it's a B show, man. I mean, for what we're dealing with nowadays.
Not BB show that we do every Wednesday and Thursday morning here at youtube.com. Like I said, whatever the fuck the link is. With me and Michael Vergara, we talk about NXT and AEW Dynamite. Anyways,
that link insert is going to be crazy today.
No, we don't need to. I mean, I'll take care of it later.
Yeah. Fix it in post. Fix it in post.
So yeah, what B show? You thought it was a B show? Yeah, I think so too. I think it was actually a pretty good show all around. There were some moments where I was like, really? Like the finish of the Randy Orton Drew McIntyre match with the backslide roll up victory. I thought that was a little dumb.
It's very 1980.
The Mandy Rose Sonya Deville match wasn't that great, but overall, it was a fun show. I liked it, loved it. Gotta have it.
Yeah, I'd like to ask a favor of WWE and Vince. Can we stop segregating the races when it comes to angles? It's enough is enough. Let's merge everybody. Instead of thinking about doing drafts and what have you, let's merge the races. You know, the black dudes don't have to fight the black dudes. The Mexican guys don't have to fight each other. It's nuts. I'm over it. I'm done.
I agree, and it's something I've noticed for a long time. I've said it for a while. Like WWE, they kind of are a little like was it the three, like, see no evil, hear no evil. That's what they do.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, that about does it here for us, though. Before we get out of here, I do want to remind everyone, me and you will be back next week.
Yes, we will.
I guess for Payback.
We're going to be back twice.
Twice. We will. Well, we said it.
We'll have to talk about it, because Payback seems like they're just crumbling paper and just throwing it away.
Yeah, we could crumble some paper and throw it away too.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to, let's download all in.
But also next week we are reviewing. We will be up for Sunday morning for your viewing pleasure. One of the highest rated SummerSlam. One of the highest rated SummerSlams that have ever happened. SummerSlam '98, our retro review, because we do that retro heat review. But next week,
yeah. So who's highlighting it? We have Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker.
We have Triple H versus The Rock in a ladder match
for the IC title.
Oh, and I believe Owen Hart versus Ken Shamrock in the Lions Den, or was it Dan Severn? Well, Dan Severn versus Ken Shamrock, right? I can't remember. We're going to talk about it all next week, though, because I haven't watched it yet.
Stay tuned.
I haven't watched it in 22 years. So, guys, we'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. And thank you to producer Michael for helping us out tonight. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye-bye.